Hi, I'm Michael Roy Jr. And let's talk about something. Let's talk about Rocky and Bullwinkle. See, Rocky and Bullwinkle was a popular cartoon series that ran on TV from 1959 until 1964. It was originally titled Rocky and His Friends and was broadcast on ABC for 2 years. And then they changed. Then it moved to NBC and they changed the title to the Bullwinkle Show. Because of the DVD releases, they changed the title to The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. The main characters were Rocky J. Squirrel, or Rocky for short, and Bullwinkle J. Moose, a dim-witted moose. And the main enemies were Boris and Natasha, two spies from a place called Pennsylvania. They took orders from fearless leader. Now the main feature of the shows were the Rocky and Bullwinkle segments, and there were 2 Rocky and Bullwinkle segments per episode, and they were treated like cliffhangers, which continued on to many episodes. And the longest one was the very first storyline called Jet Fuel Formula, and it was Bullwinkle creates a formula for mooseberry boosters that they can work as rocket fuel, and Boris and Natasha want to steal it. Other great storylines include Box Top's robbery, and it was Boris counterfeits Box Tops. It was on the series that was considered more valuable than gold. There's also Rubritannia, Bullwinkle has a tattoo on his foot that says Rubritannia, which makes him an heir to an earl who had died, but it's been a week in a haunted house. There's also the treasure of My Zoom, and it was Boris and Natasha look for a buried treasure that's buried in a lake, and eventually ends up being an old car instead of a treasure. There's the episode of Pennsylvania, where Rocky Boy tried to make Pennsylvania into a state. There's all other sorts of great episodes as well. Because the story had more than just Rocky and Bullwinkle. Like there were regular segments called Fractured Fairy Tales, which featured different fairy tales per each week. And eventually they made a similar segment called Aesop and Son, which featured Aesop's fables. And another segment was Peabody's A Part of History, featuring a talking dog named Mr. Peabody and his boy Sherman. And they go back in a time machine called the Wayback Machine. And they go back in time to history to meet historical people and events. And sometimes fictitious events as well. And they eventually had a segment called Dilly Do Right with Mallory, featuring a Mallory named Dilly Do Right. And there were also a handful of short segments starring Bullwinkle, like Bullwinkle's Corner, as Bullwinkle would read poetry, and there's Mr. Know-It-All, as Bullwinkle appears as Mr. Know-It-All and tried to demonstrate stuff, such as how sneaking to the movies without buying a ticket, and how to get your money back if you're not completely satisfied. There's also a segment called the Rocky and Bullwinkle Fan Club. There were only 10 segments for that one. Okay, that's kind of shameful because that was one of the best things on the show. Of course, the creator of Rocky and Bullwinkle was a man named Jay Ward. He later created the cartoon Jewels of the Jungle. And the show was produced by Jay Ward and Bill Scott. And Scott's also the head writer. He was the voice of Bullwinkle and Dilly Do Right and Mr. Peabody. Other voice cast members included Gene Foray as Rocky and Natasha, Paul Frees as Boris Wermuth, Hans Conried as Snotty Whiplash in the Dilly Do Right segments, Walter Tetley as Sherman in the Mr. Peabody segments, and other voice actors. And Bullwinkle was a very great cartoon series. And there have been 3 movies based on characters from the show. There was a live-action movie called Boris and Natasha, which starred Dave Thomas and Sally Kellerman, and didn't really feature Rocky and Bullwinkle. There's a movie called Dilly Do Right, starring Brendan Fraser. There's also a Rocky and Bullwinkle movie, which featured Rocky and Bullwinkle computer animation, and the rest was in live action. It featured Jason Alexander as Boris, Renee Russell as Natasha, and what was the name again? Is somebody else is Fearless Leader? Oh yeah, Robert De Niro as Fearless Leader. That's all I gotta say on the subject now.